What is going on, everybody? It's SM. Welcome back. All right, my last collection for 2024, man. PS2 and PS3. I went ahead and combined them two together. All right, so let's start off with the PS2. And we got probably the best sequel ever made. Sly 2 Band of Thieves, man. Listen, I am a humongous fan of this franchise. Probably my favorite franchise ever, right next to Uncharted. And I even got Sly 3. Listen, I've already done a playthrough of these games on my channel recently. I've already expressed how much I love it. Go ahead and check it out if you haven't already. But God tier franchise to me. Like, love the Sly games. Next up we have TMNT, boy. I actually really do like this game. I remember liking the movie a little bit more back when it came out. I think it was 2007. I think that's when this game came out. A little bit earlier than that, probably. But yeah, this game was pretty fun. I don't really remember much of it, but I do remember having a pretty good time with this game. And then we have, let's see, we got Iron Man. Yeah, kind of meh. Never was crazy about the Iron Man game. But I was crazy about this game, though. Mercenaries, Playground of Destruction, boy. Look, I would love a Mercenaries 3. We're probably not going to get one. Well, never can say never, but listen, I need to do a playthrough of this game real soon. I love Mercenaries. And I even love Mercenaries 2. I also love The Sims 2. And I also have the first Sims as well. These are easily the best of the Sims franchise, in my opinion. I mean, I especially loved Sims 2. I put a lot of hours into these games, man. And next up we have Ratchet and Clank Size Matters. This was actually, well, the PSP version was actually my first Ratchet and Clank game out of the franchise, and I loved it. And I had to pick up the PS2 port. And then we have, oh my goodness, look what we have here. Star Wars Battlefront 2 and the first Star Wars Battlefront. I got excited when I heard they were going to port these onto the PS4 and PS5, but I had to get the classics, man. I mean, I'm so excited to play these two games again. And let's move GTA over to the side. Next up we have Splinter Cell. This is the second one, Splinter Cell Pandora Tomorrow. I don't really remember much from this one, but I remember the story being pretty solid, and I really miss Splinter Cell so much, man. I would love a reboot or a remaster or whatever. I don't know what Ubisoft is doing. And then we have Spider-Man 2 and Spider-Man 3. Spider-Man 2, probably the best. Well, it's a tie for me on which is the best Spider-Man game. You know, the recent Spider-Man 2, Insomniacs, or this one. I probably have to go with this one because of nostalgia. And I mean, I didn't mind Spider-Man 3, the game. It was nowhere near as good as 2. But man, these games, boy, my childhood. It's crazy. And then we have, well, not really much of a case, but I'll open it up for you. Incredible Hulk Ultimate Destruction. This is the best Hulk game we've ever gotten, and I don't think we're ever going to get a better one. I don't know why there weren't more Hulk games, to be honest. I mean, these games were so much fun. And then we have Ultimate Alliance. I actually do like this game quite a bit. This was actually, I think this game was actually more fun than Marvel's Avengers, the game that came out a few years ago. I thought these were very underrated, personally, and I would have minded the Ultimate Alliance 3. I don't think they made one. I don't believe. Next up, we have Ratchet Deadlocked. I actually did play this recently. It's very fun. All right. I'm surprised by how fun the Ratchet & Clank series still holds up to this day. The OG games. Yeah, I definitely enjoying this game. I definitely do a playthrough of this game in the future, too. And then we have probably one of the best games ever made. Well, probably my favorite game ever made. Battle for Bikini Bottom, the OG. Yep, I put so many hours into this game, boy. It's too many to even count. Yes, sir. Put these to the side. There we go. Next up is Destroy All Humans, boy. Ooh, boy, man. I put a lot of hours into this game, too. And I also have the sequel over here. Here we go. Destroy All Humans 2. Man, I'm not counting Path of the Pharaohs. I think that was the third game. But I would love THQ Nordic to do like a reprobed of Destroy All Humans 3, make it like its own separate game. I would love to play another entry in this franchise. Loved those two games. And then we have a game that we desperately need a remaster or a remake of. I hope THQ Nordic does do, the same that he did for, Battle for Bikini Bottom, give us a rehydrated of the movie game, because the movie game was short, but it was good. Had a lot of great memories with it. And then Splinter Cell Chaos Theory, the best Splinter Cell game out of the franchise. No questions. No debates. Now moving on to the PS3, we have Grand Theft Auto 5, easily probably my favorite open world game ever. It was my first Grand Theft Auto game, and I have so many great memories of it. I cannot wait to GTA 6, boy. Next up we have, I think this was actually my first game. Infamous was my first game for the PS3, I believe. Boy, I don't know why Sucker Punch won't give us the PS5 remaster or whatnot, but boy, I would buy it in a heartbeat, man. Have Infamous 1, 2, and Second Son. Easy money maker, boy. And then next up we have, I'll start off in the stack. Dead Island. Wasn't crazy about it, but I had some pretty good fun time with it. And then we have Modern Warfare 3. Open it up. Yeah, love Modern Warfare 3. And then we have BioShock Infinite. This was actually my first BioShock game. Yeah, I didn't play the other two before this one, and actually this was what got me into the franchise. I love this one a lot. Far Cry 3, love Far Cry 3. Definitely the best one out of the series. Not even a debate. Next up is Battlefield 3, the best one out of the franchise, not a debate. I don't know why EA won't give us a remaster of Battlefield 3. I mean, I would buy that in a heartbeat. Talking about a franchise that I have no idea why they disappeared, Bad Company. I loved Bad Company 1 and 2. I didn't play 2 as much as 1, but boy, I think these were like the first 2 Battlefield games I bought. Man, I had such a fun time with them. Then we have Batman Arkham Asylum, a classic. What else is there to say? Then we have Arkham City, a classic. What else is there to say? This is probably my favorite one out of the series. Then we have Mercenaries 2, a classic. What else is there to say? I love this game. I put so many hours into this game, boy. I really want a third one, man. I would kill for a third one. Then we have some Saints Row games. We got Saints Row the Third, which is a classic, my favorite one out of the franchise. And then we have the fourth one. Yep, which I wasn't really crazy about, but I thought Saints Row 4 was pretty fun. And then we have some Resistance games. We got Resistance Fall of Man, which is a good game. And then we have Resistance 2, which is also a good game. Yeah, I wouldn't mind Resistance making a comeback personally. Then we have The Sims 3, which was kind of in the middle of the road for me in terms of the franchise. I didn't really like it as much as 1 and 2, but I thought it was much better than 4. Yeah. And then we have the last Splinter Cell game that Ubisoft blessed us with. Splinter Cell Blacklist, man. And I loved Blacklist, man. I thought the way they handled, how you can approach, combat situations was just great. And that game was 11 years old, man. Next up, we have Remember Me. This is a pretty good game. And then we have Red Faction Armageddon. This game is not that great. I think I played this game like twice, and that was it. It was so different from a Red Faction Guerrilla. I don't know. And then next up, we have the Jak and Daxter collection. I actually do like Jak and Daxter quite a bit. I really enjoyed Jak 2, and I also liked the Precursor Legacy. I never played Jak 3, but I guess I need to. I'm kind of surprised that the last Jak game was about 20 years ago. Like, wow. Well, the last one in like the main entry. Like, I think Jak 3 was the last one. I wouldn't mind another Jak game personally. I mean, I would love to return to this franchise. That's why I picked up the HD collection. And then we have Dead or Alive 5, which I love. Then we have some Black Ops, Black Ops 2, the glory days of Call of Duty. Back when I was in love with Call of Duty, boy. I think Black Ops 2 is probably my favorite Call of Duty, if I'm being totally honest with you. Yeah, man, where have the memories gone? Then we have Killzone 3 and Killzone 2. I think Killzone 2 did it better, in my opinion. A classic. I loved how brutal these games were, man. Like, seriously. And then we have Infamous 2, another classic. Then we have some Medal of Honor games. We got Medal of Honor Warfighter, and then we got Medal of Honor, the first one. Man, they did Medal of Honor so dirty, man. I guess Medal of Honor walked so Call of Duty and Battlefield could run. If they came out with another Medal of Honor game tomorrow, I'm instantly pre-ordering it. And then we, oh my goodness, come on now. The Last of Us, the best game ever made. Then we have some Uncharted games. We have Uncharted 3, which I loved. We have Uncharted 2, which is a masterpiece. And then we have Uncharted 1, which is a damn good game. Yep. Put those over to the side. All right. Then next up, we have some UFC games. We got UFC 2009, which I believe was the first one. And then we have UFC Undisputed 3, which is the best one. Not even a debate. And then Tekken Tag Tournament, boy. This game is very fun. They need to make a Tekken Tag Tournament 3, man. Like, seriously. And then we have some Star Wars Force Unleashed games, which are going to be the next games I do a playthrough of on my channel, starting with Force Unleashed and Force Unleashed 2. I actually never really played or beaten the first game, but I have beaten the second game. I know that's kind of weird, but that's why I'm going to be doing a playthrough of these games again. But I do remember playing these games, and they were fun. The demo, anyway, of the first game. Then we have, let's see, Ghost Recon Future Soldier, man. This game was very good. And then we have Fight Night Champion, which I'm surprised they never made another Fight Night game. I mean, this game was very fun. I don't EA sometimes, I don't know, man. And then next up we have Resistance 3, which is also a really good game. It's a shame that was the last Resistance game we ever gotten, but it's all good. We got some Ratchet and Clank games coming up. We got Ratchet and Clank: A Crack in Time, which is probably my favorite one. Then we have Tools of Destruction, which I have been playing recently. It's actually pretty good. I'm not even gonna lie to you. It's hard, but it's good. And then we have the OG collection. Had to get that because, I mean, come on now. I am a big fan of this franchise. Yes, sir. Man, they probably are never going to do this, but I hope that they remaster this game right here. Oh, man, this game was so fun, man. I definitely need to play this on my channel one day. And next up, we have Prototype. I actually never got a chance to play this game back when it came out, but I picked it up because I definitely wanted to get into it. I mean, it definitely kind of reminded me of Infamous, and the guy at the GameStop told me that it's really good, so I figured, you know, why not? And then we have Max Payne 3, which a lot of people say this is the best one, and I never got a chance to play these games when I was, you know, younger. I mean, they were mature. I couldn't play those games. That's why I'm picking them up right now. Looking forward to playing this one. Heard a lot of great things about it. You got Army of Two, Army of Two 40th Day. Alice in Wonderlands is next. But I definitely picked this game up because I played the demo of this game back when it came out, and yeah, I enjoyed it. Just never really had the chance to, you know, pick it up. So yeah, looking forward to that. And same with this game. I am not an Alice in Wonderlands fan at all, but this game definitely intrigued me. I mean, a horror version of Alice in Wonderlands, absolutely, definitely. And we're almost there. Heavenly Sword. Now, I have played this game, and this game is fun. This game is very fun. I'm surprised this game never even became a franchise. It's weird. I think it would have been a pretty awesome franchise, personally. We got Grand Theft Auto San Andreas. I picked this one up for $20. I'm amazed that I'm just now picking this game up. I mean, this game is like a certified classic among GTA fans. Next up, we have Little Big Planet. Yeah, boy, I love Little Big Planet, man. I remember when the game first came out for the PlayStation 3, man, and I was like, am I really even gonna enjoy this game? Yes, I did, and I played all three of them, and I loved them. It was Game of the Year, boy, and I can see why. Next up is Bayonetta. picked this one up because I've always been kind of interested in this franchise. Looking forward to getting into it. And last but certainly not least is Wet. Same thing with this game. This game is definitely weird. It is weird. I've seen some gameplay footage of it, and it does look like it's pretty fun. And I am trying to get into this game, but I have so many other games that I'm actually trying to get into right now. But this game in the future, absolutely. And that right there is my PS2 and PS3 collection, boy. Oh, I gotta be at least 75 games, boy, man. Boy, oh boy, man. My collection is growing and growing, boy. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed, hit a like button for you, man. Subscribe if you're new. If you have any game recommendations, for me, I definitely appreciate it, man. Let me know in the comments. And I'll see you in the next video. SM and I'm out. Peace.